I'm TK, and we're at the Fargo Police Department showing you how all the officers stay strong.
My name is Travis Stefanowicz. I'm the Assistant Chief of the Fargo Police Department in Fargo, North Dakota. Certainly. So it's been a long story as to where we've come from to get the facility that we have now. It started off in a basement with just a handful of items that we could beg, borrow, and find at other places. And that slowly turned into the idea of overall wellness and what we were trying to accomplish as a group. So we increased a little bit of capacity, we got some equipment, but we quickly found out that space was always an issue. So where we started off in a basement, space was an issue. We moved out to our new facility out here in Fargo, and we got a little bit more space, but we quickly found that it was difficult even inside of that space because now we had more people that wanted to work out. So one of the first projects inside of that was finding a way to deal with our spatial issues. So in doing some research over the internet and talking to people who knew people, they got me in contact with somebody at PRx. And so Corey at PRx then stepped in and said, hey, we can help you with this. So Corey brought a team of people over. We looked at some of our space and kind of devised a plan as to what we were going to do with that space. It wasn't without some difficulty and some challenges as to how we would manage all of those things, but really came up with a good concept so that we could increase capacity and increase functionality while dealing with our space issues at the same time. Right, so we're increasing functional fitness, right? I mean, everybody's really looking for that. It's not just the typical, you need a bench and we're doing curls or anything anymore. It's all about mobility and increasing, aerobic capacity. So doing those things at the same time, that functional fitness, and the equipment has allowed us to do that because, again, now with having space-saving items, we're able to use our space in a much better fashion and really put everybody together, a team of people, a small group of people, a shift of officers together. And now with our upcoming academy, we'll have over 30 academy students where we'll be able to use this equipment at the same time and also create that sense of teamwork, camaraderie while working on functional fitness. It's all about accountability, really, for us in the police department. And so by having this equipment here, if I choose not to work out today, I'm going to come into the locker room and you might razz me a little bit and say, hey, where were you today, right? So now it's you and me and a couple of other guys. And now that slowly grows into the shift, our whole shift of officers working out together. Again, increasing accountability for each other to focus on our happy, healthy, wealthy mantra of physical fitness, emotional fitness, mental health, wellness, and financial wellness, all those things put together. This, believe it or not, gives us the opportunity to talk about finances. So you might have an officer who's really into financial wellness and is now talking to the new person as they're trying to deal with, well, this is what my first paycheck looks like. This is what my house payment might look like. What can I do and how can I invest? How can I invest in my future? Well, here we're investing in our wealth and our health all overall, right? So they're having conversations about things that are frustrating about work. What went well today? What didn't go so well today? If they're working out after work. If they're working out before work, we're also increasing like, hey, today's gonna be a great day. I got an opportunity to work out. I got an opportunity to work out with my shift mates. And here we are together. We just conquered this obstacle, whatever the challenge of the day or the workout of the day might be. Now let's go out and let's serve the citizens of Fargo in the best way, shape, or form that we can, while also being as fit as I possibly can, because now I've got an opportunity to work out either before shift or after shift, maybe even rehabilitate an injury that I might have occurred. You slip on the ice, you bum a knee getting out of the car. There's all kinds of things that we end up dealing with where, again, this equipment is going to help us increase the capacity of people that are able to do that and being able to do it together in an accountable fashion.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and I'm going to smile when I say this because we're just getting started. Yeah. You can compare us to other law enforcement agencies in the region, and we were the first to do our own police academy. Yeah. We are the first ones to have a facility like this after our partnership with PRx to bring this in and come up with a concept and an idea. And you're right, most colleges, lower level colleges, tech schools, even nice high schools do not have the quality of equipment or the space that we have that we're able to work with here to provide for our employees. I mean, again, this is part of their everyday environment. This isn't something where they have to, pay a membership fee or whatever. being a part of our family here at the Fargo Police Department, this unlocks the door, and now you've got experts that will help you out. You know, we've got a partnership with a lot of folks that are willing to help us out and willing to help guide us and at least point us in the right direction. And really that's where PRx has kind of fallen into that role as well, by pointing us in the right direction. Like, this was our concept, and then the team at PRx really put that concept into light, and now here we are on this day where we're able to actually use that equipment in a functional fashion and really show the true fruits of our labor as it came to planning and really coming up with what that concept was going to look like. And let's be honest, there aren't many people that have a facility like we have, so we're really gonna use that to our advantage. And there's really a couple of levels here, but really first and foremost I want to bring up the first competition that was held. And it wasn't necessarily a competition, it was a workout of the day, and that was the Jason Mosier Memorial Workout. So even though we hadn't had everything attached and everything in its place, we had a group of officers that wanted to come out here and do the workout of the day in honor of Jason Mosier, one of our officers that was lost in the line of duty. So that was a really big deal for us to actually now, instead of having to go to a gym to facilitate that our officers were able to do that here with our own equipment. And that's just come up to the daily competition maybe between you and I, shift to shift. And we're still kind of starting to ramp up and build into those things. But yeah, the shift-to-shift rivalries and personal rivalries, and really, let's face it, it's about yourself just being better than yesterday. And showing that, okay, this was the workout that I did yesterday, can I do it just a little faster? Can I do it just a little bit heavier? Can I increase my range of motion? It's about just being better than I was yesterday.